My controlling wife isolated me my entire life. My daughter made me realize that I hate my life, and now I desperately want a divorce. I thought my wife's jealousy was love. For 20 years, I believed her when she said real husbands stay home. No parties, no job, no talking to women neighbors, or she'd call me disloyal. I have a master's degree collecting dust in a drawer somewhere. She made triple my potential salary but demanded I quit after marriage to focus on the kids, said someone needed to raise them properly, and it sure wasn't going to be her. When our new neighbor brought welcome cookies, my wife waited until she left, then got in my face. If I ever catch you opening that door for another woman, you're done. You hear me? You're a disloyal piece of trash. I stopped answering the door entirely after that. Stopped going to the grocery store alone. Stopped calling my college friends until the calls just stopped coming. Every decision went through her. What I wore, what I ate, whether I could take a walk around the block. I told myself she just loved me intensely, that this was her way of showing she cared. Then my daughter called last month. She'd just hit her 1-month anniversary in her first apartment, completely paid for with her own money. I was so proud, but her voice sounded wrong, tight, scared. Dad, I need to see you. Can you come to my place? I explained I couldn't drive, didn't have a car. She cut me off. I'm picking you up in 20 minutes. Be ready. And Dad, don't tell Mom. That last part made my stomach drop. I threw on clothes in 5 minutes flat, standing by the window like a kid sneaking out. When I reached for my phone to text my wife, I stopped. My daughter said not to tell her. The car ride was silent. My daughter's hands gripped the steering wheel so tight her knuckles turned white. I asked if she was okay. She just nodded and kept driving. The second we got inside her apartment, she hugged me harder than she ever had. I thought maybe boy trouble. Maybe she needed advice. I smiled, thinking my little girl had finally grown up. Then she stepped back and looked at me with tears in her eyes. I can finally help you get away from her. My mind went blank. What are you talking about? She took a shaky breath. I waited until I had my own place to tell you this, so you'd have somewhere to go. Dad, listen to me carefully. As a kid, I thought Mom's behavior was normal too. But going to college, meeting my friends' parents, seeing how real relationships work, I realized Mom is abusive. She's been abusing you our entire lives. I started to protest, but she held up her hand. Remember when you, me, and my brother were watching TV, and Mom burst in screaming? You'd forgotten to add enough salt to her dinner. She poured boiling water on your arm and made you cook everything again while you were burned. The scar on my forearm tingled. I told people it was from an accident. That wasn't a one-time thing, Dad. She did stuff like that constantly, screaming at you for breathing too loud, checking your phone every night, forbidding you from having friends or leaving the house without permission. My daughter's voice cracked. You have no one anymore. No friends, no job, no life. You've wasted 20 years rotting in that house because of her. But me and my brother, we're independent now. We can take care of ourselves. You don't have to sacrifice anymore. You can think about yourself for once. She grabbed both my hands. Divorce her, Dad. My door will always be open. I'll support you completely. You deserve to actually live. I sat there on her couch, and something inside me just broke open. She was right. God, she was completely right. I thought about the time 5 years ago when our family was struggling financially. I wanted to use my degree, to work again, to contribute. My wife had laughed in my face, said I was too stupid, too old, too worthless. I thought about my old friend Marcus, who stopped calling after my wife screamed at him on the phone that I didn't need friends distracting me from my responsibilities. I thought about every grocery store trip where I avoided eye contact with women because my wife would interrogate me for hours if someone smiled at me. 20 years of walking on eggshells, 20 years of fear, 20 years of convincing myself this was normal. My daughter was crying now, full on sobbing. Please, Dad, please leave her. I pulled her into a hug and whispered, okay, I'm going to leave. Tonight, I'm packing a bag while she's at work. My daughter's giving me the fresh start my wife stole from me 2 decades ago.